Feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank. When it take a swim.
Hey everybody, welcome to the post-show wrap-up of the Shrimp Tank. I'm your co-host Ted Jenkins, sitting here with my co-host Chris Hanks, who's the executive director and founder of the Shore Center for Entrepreneurship. We have a very special post-show wrap-up today as we had on 4 unbelievably brilliant students from Kennesaw State, and they talked about their ideas for entrepreneurship. So you should always download our podcast on iTunes for Shrimp Tank, or go to shrimptankpodcast.com and you can see a replay of all the shows. But I recommend, if you want to hear some of these businesses that are going to succeed in the future, you ought to go and watch it.
Yeah. So here's your chance. You know that I'm familiar with your businesses that you're working on at KSU, but if you could let the viewers know, what is your business?
So Keller Guitars is a guitar manufacturing company, in essence, that has Bible verses on it. This is to give the guitars a little bit more meaning. They still have a beautiful, high-quality sound, nice aesthetic appeal, but just to connect the musician, specifically a Christian musician or worship leader, to the guitar a little bit more.
All right. Rody?
Well, thank you, Chris. I'm a rap artist, producer, and entrepreneur in that order. I'm not really sure who to look at here, but yeah, I got a new album out, Domino Effect, available iTunes, Spotify, wherever you look. So, yep.
Nice. My name is Joey, and I'm working on ArtN'spirED right now, which buys products from artisans in developing countries and resells them here in the United States through school fundraisers to increase the market size for our artisans that are earning a fair living wage and make school fundraising a lot more enjoyable for all the parents and friends.
True. I'm Elise Aiken, and I'm going to open a half bakery, half longboarding shop called Bacon Skate, and then affiliated with my nonprofit, which is very similar to Joey, to have all these women with their handcrafted goods, and I'll sell them in my shop and then send them the profits back to them.
Now, we've got 4 students here today, and for those of you that have never checked out Kennesaw State and what's going on with the entrepreneurship program, you really should, because it is the only school right now in the entire state of Georgia that will have an accreditation for your child to be able to get a degree in entrepreneurship, which is amazing. So we've got Brian, Rody, Joey, and Elise with us today, and we wanted to do a quick go-around and ask you all that you're obviously excited and passionate about being entrepreneurs. I'd like to get a quick view of like what gets you motivated to be an entrepreneur, what has you motivated to be an entrepreneur?
I really love the idea of entrepreneurship because I get to do what I love. I've played guitar for 12 years. I love the worship scene. Being able to produce a product that not only I love but other people love is amazing. And then just the entrepreneurial lifestyle of having your own hours, making your own money. It all really just appealed to me a lot more than getting a 9-to-5.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I'd say what motivates me to keep on plugging and finding new songs is that chill that crawls down my spine every time that I do, or the way that my heart pounds every time I'm about to get on stage. I just love it. It's a rush that you don't get from anything else.
Nice. For me, originally, it was listening to Mr. Chris Hanks talk about entrepreneurship. But from there, it has developed. I've noticed that entrepreneurship is the way, at least for me, where I can create the most meaning and the most impact for other people in the best way that I see it possible. And I think that entrepreneurship is something that affects every facet of your life. You know, you can get a management or marketing degree, which are great, and those help you for business. People look at entrepreneurship and they say, oh, it's just a product or an idea or a service, right? But I think more than a product, it's like a process. And more than an idea, it's an ideology. And more than a service, I say it's a standard. And it's a standard that can impact every avenue of your life, not just in the business.
Yeah. And I think the journey of entrepreneurship itself is so beautiful because you are building your own dream instead of working towards building somebody else's dream. And there's, oh my gosh, it's just a beautiful aspect. And like with my heart belonging to other nations as well, having the freedom, like Brian was saying, to not have that 9-to-5, like you have the freedom to go where you want to go and love people who you want to love.
And Chris, what has you, I'll just do as a last question, what gets you motivated about teaching these students about being the future entrepreneurs of tomorrow?
Oh, man. So how do you not get motivated after hearing that and seeing that, right? I mean, it's really, really amazing to be able to give people this ability to and a framework to take their idea and actually make it a reality and spend their time and talents on the things that they're designed to do, as opposed to living a life by default by taking a job that they don't really feel like they're adding value at.
Well, think about this, folks. I mean, somewhere in the future, you may be able to buy the latest and greatest in the guitar world. You may be able to catch a rap album from Rhodey. You may be able to buy some of these products that are made by countries in Nepal and artisan products. Or you may be able to stop down somewhere in Long Beach, California, and stop at a bacon skate one day and go get some healthy goods and go for a longboard skate. This is the exciting part about what we do on the Shrimp Tank and getting to hear these future entrepreneurs for tomorrow. And that's your post-show wrap-up of the Shrimp Tank.